at least one night specifically, where it was becoming clear that God was calling me to the refuge full time. I remember laying in bed one night and just going, this isn't my idea, this isn't my plan, and there was just a lot of unknowns involved in it. And God just began to do things to show that it was His will for me to be at the refuge. And one of them was as I was reading the book of Jeremiah in my devotion, one time I read Jeremiah 1:1, which is a verse that I probably had read over probably 6 or 7 times and never given much thought to it. And I was reading Warren Wiersbe's commentary, and it made me stop and think of this verse. But in Jeremiah 1:1, it says that Jeremiah is the son of a priest, and Wiersbe in his commentary just said, like, what that meant was that Jeremiah was supposed to be a priest, but God called him to be a prophet. And, it would have been a whole lot easier for Jeremiah to just stay in the family business. Everybody, that he should have been a priest and would have been established, would have been easier than being a prophet. Instead, God called him to, minister His word to people that really didn't want to hear it all the time. And just his comment on the whole passage was, sometimes God changes our plans and calls us to other things, but it's always good and it's always better. And that became to be really just kind of my story. God led me to the refuge full time. I began to pray about leaving my job to raise support and raise funds so I could do that. Our board of directors told me they'd give me some, basically half a year worth of funding to go out and raise funds if I wanted to do that. And that was back in 2018 that they said that. And I said, okay, I'll pray about it and see what the Lord does. And about a month later, I found out I was going to get laid off from my job. And so that was a very clear answer to prayer. And honestly, just probably what it was going to take for God to really move me in that direction. So it was just, the Lord was in every step of that way, because I found out in August of 2018 that I was going to get laid off from my job, but it wasn't going to be till the end of the year. So there just was a lot of time to make the transition really happen well and do it right. And just God changed my plan. I didn't ever really have a struggle with drugs or alcohol. That's never been my struggle. I do have my own sin struggles that I battle every day. But between how God led me to the refuge and just the passion for like counseling and ministering the word in a counseling setting, there's nothing more exciting to me than residential counseling ministry and being able to sit down with guys day in and day out and minister the word and see God transform their lives.